In this video, we'll show you how to implement a professional web dashboard on Zephyr RTOS. We're going to start with the most basic Hello World example from the Zephyr repository and add a web dashboard to it using Mongoose Wizard. We'll be using a Nucleo-F756ZG development board, but the same approach works for any device with a network interface. Connect the development board to your workstation. Clone the Zephyr GitHub repository. Next, install the Zephyr toolchain, or better yet, run the Zephyr Docker container, which is easier and doesn't require local installation. Use the -v option to mount the current directory to work there inside the container. Inside the container, initialize the Zephyr workspace. This step will take a while. Now navigate to the Hello World example and build the firmware. If you're using a different development board, simply replace Nucleo-F756ZG with your board name. The firmware binary will be generated in the build Zephyr directory. Start a serial console and flash the binary using STM32 Cube programmer. Once flashed, you should see the Hello World message in the serial console. Now, let's integrate a web dashboard into this project. And by the way, the same approach works for any Zephyr project. You're watching the Mongoose channel. Mongoose is a network stack for embedded devices. It's lightweight, just two files, mongoose.c and mongoose.h. It also includes a TLS stack. If you're building a professional web UI dashboard for your device, or need to connect to an MQTT server, click the link below this video. We're going to use Mongoose Wizard to generate networking code. Visit mongoose.ws and click the big blue button. This opens the interactive web dashboard builder. Choose Integrate into Existing Project and click Next. For the output directory, select the Hello World Zephyr project. Choose the single LED toggle, click Next, then click Finish. We're not creating an extensive dashboard that's covered in other videos. A simple LED control would work just fine. The only extra thing we're going to add is Remote Firmware Update, because it requires zero effort. Add a new panel for firmware update. Remove all unnecessary elements and add a firmware update button. The dashboard design is complete. Click on the Generate button. Mongoose Wizard will create a Mongoose directory in our project. Now let's integrate Mongoose into the Zephyr firmware. Step 1. Modify CMake list to include the Mongoose sources in the build. Step 2. Add mongoose.config.h. This file tells Mongoose about the build environment and sets build options. Go to the Mongoose GitHub repo, open the Zephyr example, and copy mongoose.config.h from there. As you can see, the file is simple. It tells Mongoose we are building under Zephyr and enables the embedded file system. A full list of options is available in the Mongoose documentation. Step 3. Modify prg.conf to enable networking. Again, copy the settings from the Mongoose repository. This enables the BSD sockets interface, gives the main thread enough stack space, and turns on the random number generator. Step 4. Modify main.c to run Mongoose. Include mongoose glue.h, call mongoose init, and run mongoose poll inside an infinite loop. Rebuild the project, then refresh the board. Open the device's IP address in your browser, and here it is, your dashboard, now served by the device itself. The LED control doesn't work yet, but the firmware update does, because Mongoose includes built-in OTA support for many microcontrollers, including STM32. Let's attach LED control to the hardware and use Remote Firmware Update to push the change. Copy the LED control callbacks from mongoose.glue.c to main.c. Rename them to myGetLEDs and mySetLEDs. Include the GPIO driver, define the LED variable, and initialize the LED. In myGetLEDs, read the state of LED1. In mySetLEDs, set the state of LED1. Done. Rebuild the project. Use the dashboard's firmware update button to upload the newly built zephyr.bin file. Once the update completes, the LED control works. Congratulations! You've just integrated a professional web dashboard into a Zephyr project in minutes, complete with device control and firmware update. If you want to learn more, for example, how to add user authentication, implement a network settings panel, and more, check out our other videos. Hit like and subscribe if you found this video useful. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.